I know I said that was the last thing, but you made me think about the challenge that you
Mhm.
had. And grief is a very serious thing. And I almost didn't I don't really want you to have to relive it. I know that there was motivations behind it. If you
Yeah,
feel comfortable telling a little bit about it, you can, but you don't have to go as deep. But I think for someone who's trying to read your book and they're trying to figure out where these connections coming from, do you have something to say about what the motivations were for that book?
absolutely. What motivated me to finish, a couple things motivated me to finish writing Hey You. One, I had I reflected on the last actual conversation I had with my daughter sitting on my back porch and of my house before I bought the house that I'm in now. And we were talking, and she'd become a mom. She had all three of her kids, and she was asking if we were friends. And because all of their life, I'm like, I'm not your friend. You
Mm.
will have friends. You only get one mom. Yeah, I mean, you may be blessed to maybe get a stepmother or something like that if something horrible happens, but you only get one mom. And as a mom, my job is to make sure that you are safe, that you are operating in purpose, that there's a soft, safe space for you to learn and begin to develop your own identity. And and my job as a mom is to introduce you to the Lord. And so I can't be your friend because friends have to worry about things like whether or not you're going to talk to me if I make a decision, or if you're going to be mad at me, or if you're going to ignore me. I don't care about those things. If it's the best decision for your life, I'm going to make it as a mom. And she said, Mom, so are we friends? And I said, we absolutely are friends because now you understand life in a completely different way as a mom, now that you're a mom. So we absolutely are friends. And there are things that we are going to discuss that only friends can talk about, especially in the realm of raising children. And she said, see, Mom, it's stuff like that that I'm saying. Why you didn't finish your book? And when she said it, we were talking about both my autobiography, which I am still working on, and Hey You, this next
Mm.
installment, Hey You. And I said, I don't know, I don't know. I'm struggling with my commitment. And she said, are you struggling with, like, are you waiting to do something amazing or to be amazing to finish your book? Are you waiting for something amazing to happen? And I looked at her because it was like my own epiphany moment, like, am I waiting for this? And she said, well, Mom, if you're waiting to be amazing, you already are amazing. If you're
Wow.
waiting for that, if that's the reason that you're waiting to finish your book because you're already amazing. And that motivated me to take another. I had looked at Hey You 1,000 times. I had tried to edit it. I had paid for somebody to edit it over the last 7 years and 8 years, and it just wasn't coming together. It didn't sound right. It didn't. It. I was like, what am I saying? What am I trying to say? And then the worst thing happened, and I knew what I was trying to say. I started trying to say what I wanted to say was, don't quit, don't stop, don't don't give up, don't give in, even in the light of what you feel like is the worst time of your life. I was searching out my new identity because I was no longer the version of me that I was when all of my children were here. Grief had grief had truly built another version of me. And it was someone I didn't even know yet. It was somebody I was unfamiliar with. It was somebody who was broken, somebody who was hurting, someone who didn't know if tomorrow was worth the next breath. It was someone who didn't realize that even in the breaking I was becoming, it was somebody who had forgotten how to breathe.
Mm.
And finally, 7 years, and if you are biblical, then you know seven is the year of completion. It's the number of completion. And I was completing my grief journey, not in the sense that I was healed. I still cry. I still wake up some mornings and I have to get past the ache in my heart for my daughter to get into the world. I still have to sometimes sit in my car and cry, but I was still here. I was still breathing. I still belonged. And by God's grace, I'm still becoming.